like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1,000,000 deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a shot, Molly, bird, cold, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe, hit the bar on top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can, eating halal, driving a lamb, so that bitch I'm sorry though, got my coins like Mario, yeah they call me Cardi B, I run this shit like cardio. Woo!
He needs some milk.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Jay Frost, and today this video is about what led up to me choosing the college that I'm going to and what the other colleges had to offer. So, if you don't know, or if you haven't seen my last videos about the colleges I applied to and what I got denied from and everything, I applied to 32 colleges. Those colleges were Drexel, Loyola Marymount, Howard University, Florida State, the University of Minnesota, George Washington University, University of Southern California, Harvard, Princeton, University of Chicago, Arizona State, University of Arizona, University of Oregon, Michigan State, Grand Valley State, Harris-Stowe State, Eastern Michigan University, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, University of Virginia, Xavier University of Louisiana, Penn State University, Talladega College, Clark Atlanta University, University of Miami, Morehouse College, Morgan State University, North Carolina A&T University, Jackson State University, Prairie View University, Florida A&M University, and those were pretty much where I stopped. So, I say I had to apply to 32 because I attempted to apply to 32, and then 2 of them kind of like got washed away because they were not what I was looking for in a college. Someone had told me to apply to them for some reason, and I just was, trying to take their advice, but it didn't work for me. So, out of the choices of acceptances, I was to choose from Arizona State, the University of Arizona, University of Oregon, Michigan State, Grand Valley, Harris-Stowe, Eastern, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, University of Virginia, Xavier University of Louisiana, Penn State, Talladega College, Clark Atlanta University, University of Miami, Morehouse College, Morgan State University. So, we're going to start off with the first college that kind of, caught my eye, which was Eastern Michigan University. Eastern's campus was not really for me. It just felt like there was too much of the people that were, from the surrounding districts of where I live. So it was like everybody I was going to see from high school, I was going to see in college, and I didn't want that. I wanted to go somewhere where I was going to meet new people instead of having the same people that I've already known. So they were out. Next, we're going to talk about Clark Atlanta University. So Clark Atlanta was not for me at all because I didn't want to apply to an HBCU because I didn't want to be surrounded by limited diversity. Because for me, it just wasn't, for the right fit for me. I wanted to be surrounded by different races, different cultures, and that just wasn't for me. So Clark Atlanta's out the window. Next, University of Arizona. Now, this was in my top choices when I first got accepted because I love Arizona. The entire state is so beautiful. It's right like in the middle of Las Vegas and California, so you can go to both places. It's not that far from each other, and it was more so, just the weather. I live in Michigan. We have the worst weather ever known to man. Like, that's my opinion. Like, we can have 50 degrees today and it'll be -0 to -11 tomorrow. And like, people who don't live in Michigan have no idea what that feels like. So that when you come here, that's what you're going to deal with. But, you know, Arizona, the fact that I was, let's just say, okay, I wanted to be far, far away from my family. And the minimum amount of travel time for driving was 12 hours. So I had to be at least on the coast of the United States. So anywhere from Texas, Arizona, California, Florida, all of that. I just didn't want to be around my family. Not because I don't like them, it's just because they hover around too much, and I wanted to get break away from that and be in an environment where I can grow and find myself. But what limited that was basically University of Arizona. It just, the campus didn't feel right to me. It just felt like they were not high achievers. They were all just like, maybe, you know, mediocre. Not saying that they were, you know, achieving anything, but it just wasn't the, you know, college for me. So they're out the window. Next is Arizona State University. Now again, this is in Arizona. Once University of Arizona was out the way, Arizona State was my, you know, first choice. It was really where I was ready to commit, where I was going to go. You know, I was making an irrational decision trying to commit to a college in literally November. So I was like, you know, everyone was saying, wait, which I'm glad they did because I listened to them and I waited. And Arizona State offered me a full ride that covered tuition and a room and board and everything. So I didn't have to pay a single penny except for traveling and stuff, which wasn't, you know, a big deal. And so I'm going to keep them in this pile of the colleges that I still considered up until I made my final choice. Next is the University of Oregon. So the University of Oregon was, for me, it was one of my top 10 maybe of all the colleges I applied to. My top 2 were Princeton and Harvard, but I got denied from them, of course. So, you know, when I got accepted to University of Oregon, I thought, you know, it's, you know, one of the top ranked colleges. It's a very good sports college, but I'm not interested in sports, so I don't know why that had to do anything with my decision. And it was just like, you know, their campus was just really nice. The only thing I didn't like was that it was literally surrounded by nothingness. Like, there's nothing there. It's just the campus, and it's like maybe 30 minutes away from the nearest like really major city or so. So I didn't really like that. I wanted to be in a city that was bustling, you know, had a lot of people that were not just from the college, that were actually from somewhere else. And so University of Oregon, out the way. Next, Harris-Stowe State University. No, absolutely not. Not a chance. Never going to go there. No, can't do it. It's in St. Louis, Missouri. I literally I can't stand Missouri, not at all. I just don't like the state, don't like anything about it. St. Louis, definitely not. And then they, you know, they gave me a full ride as well, so I was just like, you know, like maybe I would have to commit there, but just couldn't do it. Couldn't bring myself to do it, so they're out of the way. And again, I'm not trying to be arrogant, it's just how I was feeling, and I'm not going to lie to you about how I was feeling saying that that was going to be committed. No, I can't lie to you guys about that. Next is Penn State University. Now, Penn State, I absolutely loved the University City campus, well, University Park campus. That's where I applied. I didn't apply to any of the other ones, and I got into there, so it was great. They offered me a partial scholarship, so I really didn't have to pay for much. It was mostly like $2,000 to $7,000 out of my pocket, depending on what I was going to get and buy and all that stuff. So it was just like great for me to get that acceptance. That was in my list of potential admits. So I'm going to put that over in this pile where Arizona State is. Next, University of Virginia. Now, how I got in, it was by the grace of God. That's pretty much just my explanation. I don't know what possessed them to accept me. Not saying that I'm not grateful. I love that they accepted me, but you know, I feel like, you know, since they accepted me, I should be happy about that. I should be grateful because there are a lot of people who could have taken my spot. Luckily, they did not. It's a great campus. I love this, the state of Virginia. I love everything about the campus. The campus close. It's not really that secluded. It's kind of secluded, but not really for me. Some of my friends are going there, so it was going to be great to see at least some people I knew, and it wasn't going to be everybody I knew. So that was a good thing. And they offered me a basically more than half of the tuition and room and board, so I really was going to have to pay like $2,000 to $7,000, same as Penn State. So they're going in my potential commitment pile. Next, Michigan State University. Now, Michigan State by no means was really my top choice at all. I didn't want to stay in the state of Michigan. I really wanted to go out of state, as I mentioned before. So getting accepted to Michigan State really meant nothing at all. I didn't write it off because they did give me a full ride, so it was going to be one of my, you know, safety schools. It was a safety school when I applied because I pretty much knew I was going to get in. And what how I got in was I was not going to apply there at all. Not at all. Not one bit of percentage was leading me to apply, but I had an on-site, because my school does, sometimes we have on-sites from different colleges and stuff. In Michigan State, since it is a Michigan school, they can come to our school. So they came to our school, we did on-site, did my interview and everything, and then I got my acceptance within 2 weeks of that. Got a full ride, no loans whatsoever, so it was just going to be like, you know, I was grateful for them, and they were going in that potential admit pile. University of Miami. Now, University of Miami, it was pretty much one of like the top 5 because I love Florida. It's just a beautiful state. It's so tropical. The weather is great, except everybody's weird. I don't know why I didn't know this before. Like, I thought everybody was just normal, but everybody says Florida is weird, and I noticed it when I went there a few years ago, and it was like people were just weird. Their raindrops are like just puddles of water. Like, there's just not even a raindrop. It's literally like a bucket of water falling on you. They have like lizards everywhere. I love reptiles, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to see it every time I go outside. And not just wild lizards and wild animals. It's just, you know, I love animals, but it just wasn't for me. So University of Miami was not taken out the pile yet. They admitted me, first they deferred me, so I thought I was not going to get in. I was like, you know, oh well. University of Miami came back in sometime in March, like a few weeks ago, and they said that I got in, but I could only go for the spring of 2020. So it was like I didn't want to go to a college where I have to wait another basically half a year just to admit. So they were like kind of gone, but they were still in that future admit. So, you know, I was still considering it at the time. Xavier University of Louisiana. No, absolutely not. It's a great school for young African American medical students, but which is what I was going into. But it was an HBCU. Again, I didn't want to apply to one of those, and it's in Louisiana. So, you know, I don't have nothing against Louisiana. It's in New Orleans, so we have a week off for Mardi Gras and everything if you go there. So, you know, it just wasn't for me, so they're out. If you're noticing that I sound different, I have a sort of bit of a cold, so I'm trying to recover from that. Grand Valley State University, home of the Lakers. I like their campus. I really did like their campus. It's in Allendale, Michigan, and their campus seems like it's like really brand new, and it's not an older college. So it was like, that was kind of for me. I don't like oldness. Yeah, oldness is just not for me, but I can deal with it if it's for a good reason. But they gave me a full ride, so I was just like, maybe not. But then I saw like some people there, and they were just so not my type, so they were gone. Next, Morgan State University. Morgan State, I visited the campus and everything. It was great. It's when I went there was like a major construction going on, so it was, you know, it's in Bulk. Wait, where is it again? Oh yeah, it's in Baltimore, Maryland. Duh. And you know, right on that DMV line. So it was, you know, it's easy for me to get from Virginia to Delaware, to DC, everything. So it was just a good, you know, location for school, but I just didn't like it. They have over 152 acres, so it was just like, you know, great spacious campus, just not for me, so they were out. Next, Talladega College. I had a chance to have an on-site. They came all the way from Alabama to come to my school. You know, got admitted like literally that second. Got a scholarship and everything, so it was just like, nice, but it's too small for me. I don't want a small university. I wanted that traditional college experience, so it was like, not really. Yeah, out of the question, and they were out. Next, I got accepted into the University of Michigan Ann Arbor campus. I was so excited. I cried 3 days in a row, and I know you guys heard me say I didn't want to stay in the state, so Michigan was by far not my first choice. It was like third, right above UVA, but under Princeton. So it was like, yeah, I really wanted to go there, but just not my type of school. And I said under Princeton, no, it was like the fourth, because USC was right in third, Michigan, then UVA. So yeah, but I got denied from USC, so I bumped it up. So far, we still have to go back to the admit pile and see why I didn't choose. Now, I'm gonna go through this real quick. ASU, great campus, good place, #1 school in Arizona, you know, by far. Huge party school, not a partier like that, but I can party, but just not for me. So it was more so having to choose between either getting drunk somewhere and getting lost in a ditch, or going to a school that was actually going to be safe for me. I'm not saying that Arizona's not safe, it's just they have too many parties for me. So, out. Party school was by far not what I was looking for. University of Miami, great school, wonderful campus, great state, weird people, weird rain, weird animals, don't know what's wrong, but something's going on. And I had a fear of getting trapped in a hurricane or something. Like, I feel so sorry for the people that got trapped in hurricanes and stuff when they were going on in Florida, but I didn't want to be one of them, so I was just like, no University of Miami. Plus they wanted me to start in 2020, not a chance. Alright. Next, UVA. I really wanted to go there for a short time, and it was just about like, you know, I love Virginia, I love the campus, love the people, so it was great, but what deterred me from there was like, just Virginia was just not the ideal environment for me. It wasn't what I was going into, the major and everything that I was going into was not, you know, as prominent as it was in some of my other schools. So they were cast away on the ship to me rejecting themville. My camera died again. Don't know why. Alright, next, Penn State. Penn State, great campus, perfect location for me. You know, big campus, good sports campus, had a great program for the majors I was going into. The only thing that was, you know, kind of thrown off was that it was too many campuses, like too many surrounding campuses, so it was just like going to be so confusing about which one stood above them all, which is, you know, University Park. I understand that, and plus it's in the same like state as Drexel and UPenn and some of the other Pennsylvania schools, so it just wasn't for me, so I tossed them out of the way. Now it came down to the final two, Michigan State and U of M. So the colleges, Michigan State, great campus, wonderful campus, Beautiful campus. I love their campus. It's like so new. It's still old at the same time. You know, right in Lansing, the capital of Michigan, and has great locations, great foods. Brody, the dining hall is amazing. You know, just was not the place for me. And this came down to something so trivial, like the color of their team, like their school colors. I hate green. I cannot stand green. If I had to wear green for the next 4 years of my life, I don't know what I would do. So yes, I decided not to go there based on color. Now you're probably thinking, why are you so stupid? It's not that I'm stupid, it's just I want a college to feel great for me, feel good and everything. And it just wasn't for me. Like if I was going into veterinary or anything like that, great, yeah, I would have chose Michigan State, but I'm not. So out of the way. Next is the final reveal of where I was going, and hope you guys understand that this was only the choice of a great person, and everything was because I feel that this was the college for me. The people I've met were great people, so I will be attending the University of Michigan Ann Arbor campus in the School of LSA. Go Blue. Go Blue. Go Blue! Now, I chose University of Michigan because, yes, I will be attending the University of Michigan LSA, doing a double major in biology and neuroscience, and a double minor in ecology and evolutionary biology and Japanese. No, that seems like a lot. Might change, might not, never know. It's for the experience. U of M has always been into my family, and yeah, like my second oldest cousin, he graduated from there. My cousin now is going to University of Michigan Ann Arbor, so I'll be on campus with her as she's a senior and I'm a freshman. You know, my cousin's experience that graduated, he has so many connections now. Like, he is going to be a doctor just like I want to be a doctor. I want to be a neurosurgeon. He wants to be a pediatric orthopedic surgeon. So yeah, it's a lot of doctors in our family, and so that was just my goal. U of M has a great biology program, great neuroscience program, great medical school if I was to go there, but I do want to go out of state for medical school. So hopefully I get into Harvard Medical School. That's kind of where I want to go. Kind of thinking there, but don't know. And you know, it just was, the feel of the campus was so great. I have so many friends that are going there with me, not that I know, but that I met after we got admitted, and they're so great. Like, there's in some of my videos, they're in my last video when I did my George Washington University decision. I was at Michigan that day, and they were helping me out, and they're such great people. So it was like I was going to be at a campus that was great for me. Got a full ride to go there. I have to pay nothing. That was also a big deal. I have to pay not one single dime, penny, whatever. It's all just so that way I can enjoy the campus. I have to go for Summer Bridge, which is a program that they give to some students. I don't know why. You know, it doesn't seem like it's not, it's a bad thing though, because it's going to be a great thing for me to be able to know the campus before the fall semester starts. And there are some people going there with me from other states, same state, everything. So I can't wait to meet them. And yeah, I chose University of Michigan. So my last video with my stats and everything, it'll tell you how I got into some of those schools and how I got into University of Michigan. This video was to show you why I chose it. It's a great field for me. You know, I will be a Wolverine. I cannot wait. And I'm glad that I do start in the summer, because I wanted to get out of like high school and go straight to college, and that's what they're allowing me to do. I literally start 2 weeks after I graduate. Yay. So if you have any comments or questions or anything, I will be happy to answer them. I'll have some, you know, when I start on campus, I'll have some of my friends, you know, try to basically give them your advice on my channel, so they'll be able to have an outlet to, you know, provide advice to you guys. These videos helped me when I was starting to apply for colleges, and yeah, if you do have any questions, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and click that notification button to be updated on any of my new videos. I'll be posting a lot more when I do start on campus. I don't know why I keep on saying that, but I will post a lot more because of the fact that I am in a less constricting environment. I am in high school right now, so it's kind of harder, you know, the SAT and all that stuff. Yeah, so college is going to be a lot major change. It'll be more content for the channel and everything, since this entire process is pretty much over. So I will see you guys in another video, hopefully coming soon. You guys stay frosty.